Good morning, my friends. Happy Wednesday and happy April. It is Wednesday, April 1st, 2026. And we are here with Arvoch Alliance Special Edition. Just like it says right there. Oh, didn't mean to. Anyway. It's funny because my computer's been around so long, it still has the stats from the last time I played this. So I played the non-Steam version of this back in 2020. And I played for about a little more than an hour and a half. But I reset the campaign because we're going to start from scratch here. This just hit Steam a little while back. I hope the volume isn't too high. No, we'll figure it out. So what we're going to do first, before we jump in, is we're going to do the training. There's quite a bit of training. This is going to be a multi-entry. We're going to play this for at least a few days because the gentleman who's been, I think his name is Sean. Yeah, the music's a little too loud. Hang on. Down to 70. Yeah. Sorry, man. I'm blanking on the name. I've been working with the guy who's been making these games for over 20 years. I first met him in '99, and so I have a soft spot for the author of these games. And so this is going to be a multi-day. We're going to cover this for several days. We're going to start with training, and we're going to do several campaign missions. Might be a week. I don't know. We'll see. Because this is important to me. This is special stuff to me. Yeah, so we're going to start with training. We're going to do all the training missions. And then we'll start the campaign. Oh, this game also has multiplayer. Let's start with... Now you may be wondering why I'm not wearing my glasses, because this game supports track IR. So I am using my Tobii eye tracker with OpenTrack to emulate track IR. And it works better without my glasses because my glasses have all these filters on them. So it works better without my glasses. So that's why I am not wearing my glasses right now. I've got my full HOTAS set up here. That's why I'm a little bit back into the camera here. You can play this with a keyboard and mouse. You can play this with whatever you want, but I figure if it can use my full setup here, my full HOTAS, I might as well use it. You know, why not?
For this first session, we'll cover flight basics. The default flight control will be set to the mouse if no joystick or gamepad is detected. You can select a different control mode in the options menu. You can also change key, button, and access functions as desired in the Configure Controls section of the options menu. For mouse control, you can select either a pointer mode or a direction mode. The pointer mode will let you control your ship with a visual marker on the screen. The direction mode will let you control your ship based on how much you move the mouse. Let's start with velocity control. If you're using the mouse for flight control, you can use the wheel to adjust the velocity setting, or the 1 to 0 keys to set it by percentage.
Okay,
Plus and minus, or W and S, can also be used to trim the velocity setting. You'll notice the FVL indicator will reflect whatever level of velocity you select. Increase your velocity setting to maximum now. Good. Notice how your ship cuts its engines when it reaches a target velocity. In the zero gravity, zero drag environment of space, There is no need to continually run your ship's engines to maintain velocity. However, when flying in planet atmospheres, your ship will continually run its engine to counteract the effects of drag and gravity. Now reduce your velocity to 0. If you're using mouse or keyboard flight control, you can hit the backspace key to immediately set velocity to 0. In addition to your main engines, your ship also has a series of thrusters at various points on the hull. These thrusters are automatically controlled by your onboard computer to help keep your ship moving in the direction it is facing. But you also manually control the thrusters to rotate your ship and perform maneuvers. Use the flight control device to turn left and right now. Notice how your thrusters engage just long enough to reach the target rotation velocity. Then as you release the control, the thrusters fire in reverse to stop the rotation. Next, pitch up and down. Good. The last rotation control is roll. For keyboard and mouse flight control, use the default Q and E keys for rolling left and right. Roll left and right now. In addition to rotation and velocity control, you can also move your ship directly up, down, left, or right by activating the horizontal or vertical movement thrusters. On-off control for these thrusters is available using the default A and D keys for left-right horizontal movement, while the Z and X keys are used for up-down vertical movement. You can also add variable horizontal and vertical thruster control if the flight control device you're using supports enough access channels. Try moving horizontally left and right now.
Got that slave to the hat on my stick.
Well done. Flying in space involves mastering the effects of inertia. The inertial dampening system, or IDS, will help keep flight control simple by constantly using your thrusters automatically to keep your ship moving in the direction it's facing. The more momentum your ship has in a particular direction, the longer it will take for the IDS to alter your ship's movement toward a new heading. When you want to bypass the system and allow your ship to continue moving in a certain direction, press the IDS on-off key, default spacebar. The inertial label will be visible on your ship's status display when the IDS is off.
Got that on the
By
throttle.
building up speed in the direction you're facing, then turn off the IDS and rotate around a bit to see how inertia will let you continue moving in the original direction.
So yeah, once you turn the IDS off, you can just keep moving. Yeah.
Turn the IDS back on to resume automatic thruster control.
Yep.
Notice that when you enable the IDS system, X1 is displayed to the right of the IDS letters. This value indicates the scale level of the IDS system. At X1, the IDS will limit your speed to levels that your ship can quickly adjust course changes with. At higher settings, your top set velocity can be much higher, but higher speeds will require much longer periods of time for your ship to change its course to a new heading. Practice changing the IDS scale setting using the default numpad 7 and numpad 9 keys with numlock on. Then change your velocity setting and fly around a bit to observe the effect this has on how your ship handles. In combat, speed is a critical factor to maintain. Your ship is also equipped with an afterburner, which provides a high level of thrust from the main engines. Use it sparingly, as it consumes a much greater amount of fuel, but it can be very useful in combat when you need to escape or change direction quickly. To engage the afterburner, press and hold the default tab key. Practice using the afterburner now by accelerating to twice your ship's default IDS X1 maximum cruise speed, then release the key to disable the afterburner. That completes the flight training section. We'll cover ship systems next. Combat, environment, and status information is projected onto your helmet's visor as a heads-up display, or HUD, and on the 3 cockpit displays.
Hey, bud.
The HUD includes optional readouts for gravity, altitude, energy, damage, and speed. Motion spheres also help you gauge your velocity, while a pitch ladder indicates the nose angle of your ship. The HUD has 3 modes. You can turn it off entirely or use a reduced display mode that removes the numerical indicators along with the motion spheres and pitch ladder. Try cycling through the HUD modes now using the default H key. Your ship divides available power between your weapon system and shield system. The current power setting is shown on the lower left cockpit display at the top right corner next to the letters PWR. The setting will range from a value of -5 to +5. The S readout is for shields, and the W readout is for weapons. You can adjust power for each system by using the default left bracket and right bracket keys.
Hey, Fernando.
Increasing power to a system will improve its recharge rate and effectiveness, providing more resistance for shields or more shots for primary weapons. Managing power between these systems is very important, as tactics change in battle when you may need time to escape and recharge, or engage a target with maximum firepower. Below the power setting indicator is a blue bar, which indicates the weapon system power level. The bar will decrease in size as you fire your primary weapons. Once the bar reaches the middle, the weapon system will be out of power and will need to recharge. Observe this in action now by firing your primary weapon until the bar indicates a low power level. Good. Notice that a red energy light flashes on your HUD to bring the low power level to your attention. Below the weapon power level, the green bar next to the letters HUL indicates the status of your ship's hull. It will decrease in size as your ship sustains hull damage. On the left side of the ship's status display are readouts for velocity, set velocity, gravity, vertical and horizontal speed, altitude, inertial status, fuel, countermeasures, navigation damage, weapon system damage, engine damage, shield array status, and primary weapon firing mode. Your secondary weapons are listed on the lower right side of the display, and the weapon next to the number 1 is the weapon that's ready to fire. The middle cockpit display is your 3D radar. It provides direction information on objects in space. Green dots indicate friendly ships, yellow dots indicate neutral ships, and red dots indicate hostile ships. When red dots appear on the radar, a warning sound will help bring the threat to your attention. Blue dots indicate stations and carriers. Red dots with small brackets indicate inbound missiles. White dots indicate cargo, and purple dots indicate unknown or miscellaneous objects. The blue highlight brackets in the middle indicate the front of your ship, so you can fly toward an object by bringing its corresponding dot into the brackets. The display at the lower right of the cockpit shows details about the ship you are currently targeting. To target a ship, simply use the mouse pointer to click on it when it's in your visual range. You can toggle between ships in the area with the default T key, or use the default R key to target the closest ship. Alt-T will toggle between hostile ships in the area, while Alt-R will target the nearest hostile ship. You can also target a ship in your gun sight with the default Y key. Once you've targeted a ship, its class, faction affiliation, threat level, speed, range, shield levels, direction, and hull damage will be shown on the display. The center of the HUD is your gun sight. The outer rim of the gun sight indicates the limit of where you can obtain a missile lock and have your primary weapons automatically aim at a target. Primary weapons use the Multi-Directional Tracking System, or MDTS, to automatically lead a target based on speed, distance, and direction. The target must be in range and within the outer rim of the gun sight for the weapons to hit successfully. The farther away a target is, the more time it will have to evade the gunfire. If you want to aim manually, you can press the default L key to turn the MDTS off. A missile lock is obtained by keeping a target ship inside the outer rim of the gun sight for a certain period of time. The range and time it takes to obtain a lock will depend on which secondary weapon is being used. You can toggle between secondary weapons in flight by pressing the default semicolon and apostrophe keys. Practice firing at this drone target marked as a red threat level until it's destroyed. Good. There are two different types of primary weapons your ship can carry. Particle cannons fire projectiles at high speed and are usually moderately effective against shields, and most effective against hull armor. Each type of particle cannon can have unique range, yield, and firing rate attributes. Some particle cannons are also optimized to deplete shields, drain energy, or inflict kinetic effects on the target. So review the specifications of each cannon you install so you understand how to best use it. Beam cannons are the other type of primary weapon. They are generally a shield depletion weapon, and higher class models that use more power are more effective. You can selectively fire each type of weapon individually or simultaneously by changing the firing mode, default N key. When a missile is fired at you, you can choose to evade or attempt to shoot it down. Missile evasion is an important skill to master. Most missiles track your heat signature, and in the cold void of space, your ship's engine and thruster exhausts stand out. You can significantly reduce your ship's heat signature by turning off the IDS and avoid using the afterburner or manually controlling maneuvering thrusters. While drifting in space this way, your countermeasures can be more effective. Wait to launch countermeasures until the missile is close enough to set off the proximity alarm. You can also shoot down missiles with particle cannons if you're a good shot. One of the most important aspects of handling your ship in combat is shield management. Your shield system projects a defensive field of energy in 4 directions. Each direction is referred to as an array. If one or more arrays become weak, enemy fire can hit the hull of your ship directly, causing damage. As mentioned earlier, the status of each array is indicated on the shield section of your ship's status display. Notice the green bars, one for each direction with your ship in the middle. The status of each array is also displayed along the outer edge of the gun sight. Watch as I drop your front shield array to critical. The green bar changes color to red and decreases in size. As it recharges, the color will change to yellow, then green again. Your goal is to avoid letting any array reach critical. To do that, you can transfer power from the other arrays. Let's practice that now. I will again drop your front shield to critical. When that happens, use the Augment Front Shield key, default numpad 8 with numlock on, to transfer power from the left, right, and rear arrays to the front array. Continue to transfer power to the front array until its indicator is green. Good. In addition to transferring power to a specific array, you can also balance power between all 4, using the default numpad 5 key with numlock on. Also remember that you can improve the recharge rate of all shield arrays by transferring power to your shield system. The top part of the HUD includes the compass and several menu options. To select a menu option, simply use the mouse pointer and click on the desired button. If you're using the mouse for flight control, you can hold down the Alt key to suspend flight control, so you can move the pointer to select one of the menu options. The Target menu lets you target a ship in the area, while the Send Order menu lets you send an order to other ships under your command. The middle of the top of the HUD gives you access to the Navigation Console, Autopilot, Formation option, and Tactical Console. Click on Autopilot to engage the autopilot. The autopilot will control your ship and take it to the current destination point selected. The destination point is displayed on your HUD as a yellow nav marker, and a yellow direction marker is also displayed on the 3D radar. The distance to the destination is displayed below the nav marker. Activate the autopilot now. Notice how your ship changes course and travels directly toward the nav marker. Now disengage the autopilot by clicking on the autopilot button again. Waypoints are indicated the same way with a green marker. To travel to a waypoint, you can simply place the nav marker near the waypoint marker and engage the autopilot. You can also just manually fly your ship to the waypoint marker. The formation option on the right side of the compass works the same way, and will keep your ship in close formation with any friendly or moderate ship you have targeted. We will now cover the navigation and tactical consoles. To open the navigation console, click on the navigation button at the left of the top middle section of the HUD or press the default F1 key. Again, if you are using the mouse for flight control, you can temporarily suspend flight control by holding the Alt key down. Open the navigation console now. This console lets you monitor your location and manage system navigation in an easy-to-use interface. Your current position is displayed on the map with a green arrow. You can also see nearby objects such as planets and asteroids on the map. To select a new navigation point, simply click on the location you want on the map in the middle. The X and Z coordinates will automatically be set to the new location, and you can adjust the Y position or height by either using the rear view map mode or by clicking on the Y position field and manually typing in the value. Practice using the navigation console by clicking on a point located near X 40,000, Z 40,000. Your ship is also equipped with a jump drive, which provides extremely high velocity for short periods of time. It requires a long cooldown period between jumps, so use it only when necessary. You must also disengage the jump drive to slow down when you are close to your destination. To travel to the location you selected, turn your ship to face the navigation marker, then click on the launch button or press the default F8 key to engage the jump drive. Once you're within about 40K of the destination, disengage the jump drive. If you overshoot the mark, just turn around and fly back to the nav marker. You can close the navigation console at any time.
Unlike the other games, you have to manually stop the jump. I I've messed this up a couple times during this tutorial. So you have to pay attention to the distance. Because this takes place in a different time than the other games. So the jump drive isn't like automatic. So yeah, when you're about 40k from the nav point, you have to actually manually disengage the jump drive. It will not do it for you like in the Evercron games, which I think take place later than this in the time frame of this universe. Okay, coming up. Oink.
You have arrived near the location you selected. During a mission, it is important to manage point-to-point navigation efficiently to save fuel and reach required locations quickly. Next, we'll cover the tactical console. To open the tactical console, click on the tactical button at the top section of the HUD, or press the default F2 key. This console lets you monitor the status of all ships in the area, select formation patterns, retrieve cargo and equipment details, and review mission specifications. The ship's status mode provides information on the ships in the area. Click on the Ship Orders button to review the current command directives of friendly ships in the area. The Mission Specs mode provides information on the current objectives, briefing text, and other relevant details. For this stage, we will cover issuing orders to ships. First, open the Order menu by clicking on the Send Order button at the top right of the HUD. This menu lets you select a specific command, and also select a flight group to issue the order to. When all is highlighted, the command will be given to all friendly ships under your command. To select a specific flight group to issue a command to, simply click on the name of the group. Your command will then be issued to only those ships. You can also select a specific ship from each group to issue an order to with the selection menu on the far right. Practice selecting a specific group and issuing an order. The group names for ships under your command are also displayed on the far right display at the top of the HUD, along with the damage status of each ship in the group. As a ship takes damage, the color of its arrow will change. It will change from green to yellow when moderate damage has been sustained, then yellow to red when severe damage has been sustained. It's important to monitor the ships in the area with the damage status display and the tactical console to formulate your command strategy. You may want to avoid letting damaged ships or ships that are low on missiles continue in an engagement, and instead fall back to a defensive role or bring in more combat-ready ships as reinforcements. In large-scale battles, your command decisions will be a primary factor in success or failure. For this stage, you'll be required to dock with the carrier. This is done by simply flying to the hangar at the front of the carrier. The hangar area is protected by a blue atmosphere shield and provides flashing lights indicating the correct approach path you need to use to enter. Your HUD will also display a pathway that will help guide you to the docking area. The pathway will be red if your approach is outside of the required entry angle, and it will be green when you are approaching correctly. Practice approaching and landing in this carrier's hangar.
Okay, I'm inside. Where do you want me to go? I'm sure at some point it's gonna want me to. It's gonna tractor me the rest of the way, but or not? I don't know. Huh. Not telling me a pad to land on.
At times, you may be required to return to a carrier and perform a high-speed approach. So for this stage, you must disengage your jump drive in time to complete a landing at high speed. You are now approaching the carrier with the jump drive active.
Ooh.
Once you are close enough, disengage the jump drive and land in the hangar as quickly as possible.
Okay.
You must enter the hangar before the timer runs out. If you fail this objective, it will repeat until you succeed.
Oh, geez. Okay. Okay. Yikes. Sure. Is there a timer?
At times, you may be required to return to a carrier and perform a high-speed approach. So for this stage, you must disengage your jump drive in time to complete a landing at high speed. You are now approaching the carrier with the jump drive active. Once you are close enough, disengage the jump drive and land in the hangar as quickly as possible.
Okay.
You must enter the hangar before the timer runs out. If you fail this objective, it will repeat until you succeed.
All right. I don't know what the timer is.
This stage is for target practice. Your objective is to destroy as many drone targets as possible.
Hang on. Hang on. Voice meter is taking a dump. 1 second.
Within 180 seconds. If you fail to destroy 5 before the time is up, this stage will repeat until you succeed. this next stage, you'll be required to descend into a planet atmosphere at high speed. Some missions may require you to descend to the surface of a planet quickly to destroy a target. Descend too quickly and you'll burn up in the atmosphere, so you must balance speed with the effects of friction on your ship. You can increase power to your shield arrays for added protection, and if one array drops to critical, be ready to increase power to that array. Your objective is to descend to an altitude of less than 1,000 within 45 seconds. The timer will start once your ship is relocated. The countdown has started. Go.
What? Oh. Okay.
The countdown has started. Go.
What does it want me to do again?
Congratulations, you have completed the training stages. Select Launch from the main menu to begin the campaign.
Oh. Is that everything? Wait, was that everything? Oh. I didn't realize that was everything. Oh, alright. Okay. That was everything. That was, what, about half an hour? Wow. That was comprehensive. Alright. I just want to see one thing real quick. I want to see if there are okay, so there are not keys for selecting your wings. That has to be done. I guess I could change that at some point, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. And I thought I reset the campaign for my character, so I think I'm going to be starting from the beginning. Excuse me.
Welcome to your first official assignment as a combat pilot for the
Good.
ASC Nova. I'm Commander Garrett, Flight Operations Officer for the Nova, and you'll be receiving your briefings from me prior to each mission. Your promotions and command duties will only apply with my recommendation, so I'm the one you need to impress. You'll want to do well on this assignment, as it is the first that will be logged in your permanent flight record. Allied forces have departed Sol and have been advancing toward Orion for several weeks. We are one of the first ships of the 8th Fleet to arrive, and it's our job to help establish the Orion system as a base of operations. To get started, I'm sending you on a patrol near the planet Orion Prime. We've picked up signals that could be from Federation ships in the area. If so, it may indicate they've arrived first. Fly to the designated waypoints and scan for any possible hostile ships. As you may know, this civil war has taken its toll on our resources, and our combat spacecraft are limited. So we're forced to work with weaker ships at this point. You should be familiar with and type rated for the Ferret Scout spacecraft, but if you need a review, training sessions are available from the ship's main console. Sorry you had to be pulled into combat with so little experience, but Alliance Command wants every pilot we've got. Consider this assignment a continuation of your training.
They expect us to run patrols in a scout?
Well, yeah, I guess. I've increased my IDS mode to 9, so this is as fast as the ship can go. But it's also would be the least maneuverable the ship could be. If I want to get back into combat, I would lower the IDS back to 1 or 2. A lot slower, but a lot more maneuverable. We could jump there, but I don't know. I don't want to use the jump drive unless I absolutely have to, you know what I mean? Because the jump drive is a long-ass cooldown. I don't want to use it unless absolutely necessary. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, you can fly with a mouse and keyboard. I just like, you know, using the HOTAS if the option is available. Probably fly with a gamepad if you really want to. No, there's no auto tracking. This is a bit more serious than that. We have company. weapons are on gimbals, so when you're close enough, there is a bit of tracking.
Got it, sir.
I think we will try the jump drive this time. Yeah. I'm a little damaged. Am I? Yeah, I'm a little damaged. Okay, they've already formed up. Alright, we'll try the jump drive.
Hostiles detected, awaiting your orders. I'm on it.
Okay, we didn't lose anybody, but one of our guys did get hurt a bit. So yeah, this is a very good space dogfighter. I think what I need to do is come up with a method to... I think I need to come up with keyboard commands for giving orders.
Excellent work on your first assignment. Our next task requires placing probes and satellites at several key points around Orion Prime. This network of sensors will serve as both a recon array and a long-term security perimeter. Your role in this objective will be to lead Alpha Wing to the designated waypoint and deploy one satellite. Your destination will be near the planet itself, as the satellite needs to be placed in the upper atmosphere. To complete this objective, your ship will have a satellite placed in its cargo bay, and you will need to deliver it to the AST Becker, which will be waiting in high orbit. The box will appear below the ship, marking where you need to deliver the satellite. Once inside the delivery marker, jettison your cargo bay to deliver the satellite. Be careful not to enter the atmosphere at high velocity, and avoid staying in the atmosphere for too long, as you will be more vulnerable to enemy attack. Your first priority is delivering the satellite. However, you may engage any hostiles that attempt to intercept.
Get to the transport quickly before enemy forces can destroy it. Ooh. Okay. Sure. Time is apparently of the essence.
Alpha Wing, the ship should be near the designated waypoint. Good luck.
You. Let's go.
Inbound. Roger that.
Caution. Entering
we doing? Oh, I think we lost one. Lost a wingman. I got damaged a bit, I think. Well, that's not great.
Caution, entering gravity field.
That's not great at all. Okay, let's see. I don't remember how to actually do this. Supposed to drop the thing. Hang on. Jettison the cargo. Okay, hang on. Jettison cargo. J. Well, okay. head home. Really sad we lost a wingmate.
All sensors are in place and active. Although it appears the Federation numbers in the system may be low, we'll need to remain on high alert as our engagements have likely alerted them to our presence here. At this point in our operations, the goal will be to protect and supply the arriving construction teams who have been given the assignment of building command stations in the area. Your squadron will be required to recover at least 25 units of metal ore from the nearby asteroid field. Since an enemy intercept is likely, I am ordering Beta Wing to provide escort. They will also be flying shadow fighters, so they should be well equipped to fight off any hostile ships that get in their way. Since we need to preserve our lean weapon reserves, your spacecraft will only be lightly equipped with primary weapons, so stay focused on mining and let the other ships defend. While mining, your onboard computer will automatically sort the material you recover into your ship's cargo bin. You can recover the material faster by panning and mining around inside the asteroid. If you have difficulty mining the metal ore, move closer to the asteroid you are drilling or try switching asteroids.
Little break from combat. I'm sure there will be some combat, but they're gonna have me doing some mining. Interesting.
Warming up. Asteroids on scope heading 4-5.
We got your back, sir.
I guess that's the mining beam. Okay, let's do it. Switch. Here we go. Can't target asteroids, apparently.
Reading new hostile contacts.
Great. That's what I wanted.
Roger that.
Okay. Have a good day. Luck with your, break a leg. So we're vibing dinner, right? Okay. Oh. Okay then. Well, this asteroid is particularly right here, and no. Okay. How close do I have to get to it?
Hostiles detected. Waiting your orders. Order acknowledged.
Look at him go. That's great. I'm just gonna keep doing this. The sooner I get done, the sooner we get out of here. Need 25 metal, I think. We're close. All right. All the bad guys gone? Okay, I think we're done. Let's get out of here. Yeah, fudge. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That was amazing. I did not plan that. That was still pretty great. Yeah, I did not plan that. Good morning, Thorsten. Yeah, that was not planned. That was pure luck. Ooh, I've been promoted. Look at me. Huzzah!
Excellent work on recovering the needed metal ore. The newly established sensor network has detected a Federation convoy moving through the area. Our objective is to take them by surprise, as they won't likely be expecting an intercept so far from the planet Orion Prime. Scans of the ships indicate they are transporting massive quantities of missiles and equipment. We can't afford to let any of these ships make it to their destination. For this assignment, I'm upgrading your squadron to the Wraith-class fighter. Alpha Wing will provide cover for Beta Wing as they move in to destroy each capital ship. While they may not be expecting an attack, they're also not leaving these ships unguarded. We've detected at least 2 wings of fighters escorting the convoy, and they're likely well armed.
Crap.
Due to the high-risk nature of this engagement, I am also authorizing you to use Starfire missiles. Until our own convoy arrives from Sol, we will have a very limited supply of these weapons, so use them carefully. Let's get this done.
Oh, this is going to be a... Yeah, this is not going to go well. This is not going to go well at all. Vipers for the starfighters. Vipers for the starfighters. Starfighters for the cap ships? Hang on. Okay. Save the, Alright. Here we go, friends.
One more hostiles, just jump in.
That can't be right. Command, these new contacts are registering as Lunari. Stand by, Alpha. We're picking it up too.
One more, just jump in.
Oh, that's a lot of red. That's a lot of red.
Send reinforcements. We are not equipped to do this.
Yeah, we could really use some.
Back away from the battlefield while you're analyzing the situation.
Hey guys. Hey guys, I'm not sure we can handle this. Reno. Oh man.
Command, the new contact stay in this fight much longer.
Shit. Get out of here, come on.
I sustained critical damage.
Well, that was horrible. Yeah, that was really bad. That was really, 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 really bad. That was really terrible. That was really, really awful. That was... I don't know where... Hang on. I'm all turned around. Yeah, I'm on the... Okay, hang on. Yeah, I don't know what just happened, but it was bad. It was really bad. That was really, really, that was really terrible. That was... really terrible. That was, oh boy, that was... Yeah, that was really, really bad. That was really... Oh boy, that was... Yeah, Let's say the war just took a turn. Very bad turn. For everybody? Yeah, I'd say the war just took a very bad turn. Oh boy.
You're lucky to have survived. Several other fighter wings were not so fortunate. The Venari attack came without any warning, and neither the Federation or ourselves were prepared for their capabilities. Due to the Venari actions in this system, the Alliance has temporarily ceased all combat operations against Federation forces throughout Evercron, and we've been ordered to evacuate Orion and move into Thuban. At 1840, our fleet arrived at the Taurus Nebula, near the planet Thuban. We are using the nebula cloud's high electrical interference as cover to mask our presence from any Venari that may be in the system, which long-range sensors reported was likely. Shortly after arriving, we picked up signals that could be from Venari ships in the area, although the patterns aren't anything we recognize. Fly to the designated waypoint and scan for any possible hostile ships.
I know what that means.
It's been almost 20 years since our last encounter with the Venari, so their tactics and technology have likely changed significantly since then. But so have ours. Despite Alliance recommendations to maintain use of minimal equipment and weapons, I am authorizing you to take command of the 88th Fighter Wing piloting the Evox C. We only have 4 of these ships in inventory, so do not lose any. Stay sharp and prove your squadron is worth taking the risk with our top fighters.
Oh, great. Great. Yeah, great. They're putting me in charge of our top fighters. You sure about that? You sure you want to do that? You really want to do that? I mean, you sure it's a good idea? I don't know, man. I don't know if that's a good idea. Okay. Okay. Oh boy.
Caution. Entering dense nebula cloud zone.
Wow, different cockpit and everything. Ooh, bigger windows.
Ship sensors can barely pick up anything in this cloud.
Ooh, nebula, free spacey.
These secondary weapons still work.
Alpha and Beta, remote scans are picking up hostile signals near the waypoint. Stay alert. Copy that, Command.
This is certainly creepy. care, everybody. Hold tight. How nice would it be if we had a mission where we found nothing? That never happens in these games, where you just do
Hostiles inbound.
patrol and...
Orders, sir.
Alert, inbound missile. Alert, inbound missile.
Ah, fudge. Accept failure.
You're lucky to have survived. Several other fighter wings were not so fortunate. The Venari
I think we're
attack
gonna stop
came without
here.
any warning,
I'm getting
either the
tired.
Federation or
We're
ourselves
gonna keep going tomorrow, though.
capabilities. Due to the Venari actions in this system, the Alliance has temporarily ceased.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going tomorrow, though. Because this is a great game. And, it's, again, mostly one guy. I believe his name is Sean, if I'm remembering correctly. Been making these games for over 20 years. Starting with the Star Wraith games in the late 90s. This is the... Oh, I don't remember which game in this series it is. The Arvoch games. I think this is the second or third Arvoch game in the series. I can't remember. But yeah, this guy keeps just pumping them out. Prophets bless him. So we're gonna keep going tomorrow. We're gonna continue the campaign for a little while. I don't know if we're gonna do the whole thing. We might, because again, this developer is special to me, and his games are special to me. So I want to give him a little extra coverage because of that. So yeah, we're gonna keep going tomorrow. We might even skip Flight Sim Friday and keep doing this. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how I feel. So that's gonna do it for today, my friends. So have a great day, everyone. Be safe, be well. Take care of each other. Please get your shots. Please wear your masks. I just got a pneumonia shot. Again, I didn't know that was a thing until I got one. But apparently, it's a thing. Thank you to our patrons who help pay for things like Restream, which is expensive. And we might be moving to a new service to help record our podcasts. I'm going to be testing it out this month. So Patreon will also help pay for that. Don't forget to check out Retro Dogfight. Episode 12 just dropped today. I believe it's episode 12. Hang on. Yeah, episode 12. Looking at F-15 Strike Eagle 2 and 3. That means we've been doing this for a year. So maybe it's no longer new. But my podcast, looking at old flight sims, episode 12 just dropped today, looking at F-15 Strike Eagle 2 and 3. Just dropped today. And don't forget to wear your helmet. We'll see you back here tomorrow for more of Arvoch Alliance.